The Cincinnati Zoo is a globally known organization with a major focus on conservation and restoration. The team has been working with a global network to help an extinct bird make a comeback. Now, we visited the zoo to check out this groundbreaking accomplishment featuring a very vocal chick.
Hi, my name is Aimee Owen. I'm a senior aviculture keeper here at the Cincinnati Zoo. We are behind the scenes at the Birds of the World Bird Nursery with our Guam Kingfisher chick. Now, this season has become the first Guam Kingfisher to lay eggs in the wild in almost 40 years. So we're, proud. And then this young lady, this chickster, was the first hatch of the project this season. But we're also proud of all the collaboration that goes into it. It's a huge effort across the country, on across seas. You know, we can contact each other and say, hey, what's going on with your chick right now? Are you seeing this? Have you seen this? What do you think about this that I saw this morning? The ecosystem on Guam really relies on all the different species of birds and all the different species of reptiles and amphibians and small mammals. Ecosystems play such a huge role, especially on an island. The people of Guam actually talk about so much of the forest actually has been detrimentally affected because all of those predatory species, all of seed dispersing species, all of those kinds of things, it's a delicate balance. The removal of those species has really played a really tragic role just on the island of Guam to begin with. Getting those birds back and getting just at least a start to those kinds of systems again would be huge for the island of Guam. It's just such an important thing for us to play a role in those things, and it's not just I get to say, yeah, I did that. It's first and foremost, I did that. I love it. It's my favorite thing ever that I've ever done in my life. But we did that. It's the Cincinnati Zoo really we put our money where our mouth is. You know, we really want to make sure that we are playing those roles in a really positive way and really getting our public to understand, the things that we do behind the scenes as well. We have here in the Midwest the belted kingfisher, which is a relative of our Guam Kingfisher, and I think that's such an important role for us at the Cincinnati Zoo to play, is to make those connections. I started my zoo career with a kingfisher, a baby kingfisher, and that was one of the first birds that I helped to hand raise, one of the first birds that I trained with, one of the first birds that I really played kind of a central primary role in, and then 16 years later, we're playing a real role here in the conservation of that species. So it's just been mind-blowing, kind of. So the Guam Kingfisher, another name that you'll hear used pretty regularly, especially within AZA institutions, is the Sihek from the Chamorro people, which are the indigenous people of Guam. That's something that we really want to make sure is out there to kind of give them a head nod to with all the work that they do in Guam. Day 10, yes. And we are looking at 27.2 grams today. That's how big she is. So she started at 7.2 grams, so at hatch. So it's at day 10, she's put on a lot of weight, and we are thankful for that. She's doing a great job. She's hitting kind of her milestones every day. She's a character. And I say she's a character. She's a very quintessential kingfisher. That is not an abnormal thing. She's got an attitude problem. Make sure you got that. Make sure you got that on film. You can see all these little kind of pinpricks here. Those are her feathers growing in. So at 10 days old, there she goes. If this bird was a male, at about 6 months of age would grow into kind of adult male plumage. The males and females look different. But as the chicks develop, and you can kind of see kind of on this lower spot here where those feathers are a little bit lighter, that's essentially either juvenile or female plumage. I want to kiss her all the time, but that's weird. She's a naked little baby bird, but so I just kind of, But yeah, getting to see, because we also take care of, like I said, we also take care of her parents. So getting to see all the work that they put in, They excavate their own nests, and and they take turns incubating the egg. And we say the fruits of our labor, but it's the fruits of theirs, you know. And it's just such a cool thing to get to witness, for sure.